sipping this yak. Golden Dawn numbers about to get blown with the bone magic. Cause the Spade Kingdom rules. That was like pretty much Xenon's entrance song right there. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. And if you think Xenon isn't tight, well, we got some shit to talk about. But I gotta hit you with the intro first, so let's go.
I ain't feeling nothing cause I'm numbed out. Bounce. I ain't feeling nothing cause I'm numbed out. Bounce. I ain't feeling nothing cause I'm numbed out. Bounce. I ain't feeling nothing cause I'm numbed out. Bounce. I ain't feeling nothing cause I'm numbed out. Bounce. I ain't feeling nothing cause I'm numbed out. Bounce. I ain't feeling nothing cause I'm numbed out. Bounce. I ain't feeling nothing cause I'm numbed out. Pull up, say what's the deal, bruh? See how I lose my cool any second if they don't hear us. Many people will fear us. Say when you look in the mirror, don't you compare us to anything that get embarrassed. Ha, ha, woo. So many people be talking like they want the problems or something. I noticed that all of you polish and all of you people get punished. It's hard to keep food on your stomach. To all of the hustle keep running. That's hard to stay humble with nothing. We're off of the juggle, we're bugging. So let me come down all of a sudden. I told you that we keep it buzzing. Ha, woo. I ain't feeling nothing cause I'm numbed out. Bounce. I ain't feeling nothing cause I'm numbed out. Bounce. I ain't feeling nothing cause I'm numbed out. Bounce. I ain't feeling nothing cause I'm numbed out. Bounce. I ain't feeling nothing cause I'm numbed out. Bounce. I ain't feeling nothing cause I'm numbed out. Bounce. I ain't feeling nothing cause I'm numbed out. Bounce. I ain't feeling nothing cause I'm numbed out.
Alright, before we get into any of the spicy black clover, just everything, I'm going to need you to do me a favor and smash. I'm doing an anime review. I'm going to need you to do me a favor and kind of yourself, but stick around and you'll find out why that's for yourself. And Detroit, smash that like button. You son of a bitch, where is he? It would be pretty plus ultra if you did, and not only does it help me grow the channel, but it's also going to help you. So I set a New Year's resolution, which I normally don't, but for this case, I'm setting out to get 1,000 subscribers or more by June of this year. So I'm really going to have to start grinding more on this, which I have no issue with doing. So there's going to be a cash giveaway as well. To kind of help me, help you sort of thing. But stick around until the end, because then I'm going to give you all the details on how you could get the prize by the end of this. But now that that's all out of the way, the Spade Kingdom is on a rampage! God damn it! Like, god damn. I just got done with the workout, so like I'm all like jeez, I'm sweating. Like I'm all pre-worked out still, and jeez. Like I'm just like, bring it out, bro. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, I might like start sweating and stuff. It's cause like it was intense. But yeah. Dude, what is going on right now? So we had Xenon just take his casual little stroll, like he was just making his way downtown, walking fast, and blam! All of the Golden Dawn, the best squad there was in the Clover Kingdom, is just gone. Now, there's only 3 people there, and these guys have made such a scene that it's impossible to deny what they're capable of and what they're worth. Now, I know Xenon is not exactly like, he doesn't have any like measurable feats or anything, but I mean, taking out an entire kingdom by yourself, well, I don't want to say it might not have been by himself, even though that's kind of what we saw. He did take out the Shining Generals and the leader of the Diamond Kingdom, which says a lot. But if it wasn't just him, it was just those three, which is absolutely nuts. I don't know what else you guys need to just put Xenon just up there. This is the strongest guy we've seen ever, and there are people still discrediting him, and I get it. We don't have what can he do exactly, but we have exactly what he did, and that should be enough. But I get it. We gotta wait till see what's going on with that. But there's some other stuff we gotta talk about. Concerning Yuno and the demon's plot that's going on, and I think it's coming around to really bite Yuno in the butt by the end of this, and you're going to see why. So let's backtrack a bit. So Ralph is back at the church, and he gave Yuno this very heartwarming story about his origin, and it was all very convenient how you were loved, your dad was the king, your mom was the queen of the Spade Kingdom. Everyone loved the Grinbellier family. The Spade Kingdom was just a really cool place. It was cold, but it was cool. Everyone was happy. We loved everything. And then they died. I mean, I don't think he's telling the truth. It's just too convenient. Since when in history has anime just given you just straight shot, this is what it is, guys? It just doesn't work that way. It never has. And I think I have what may be going on. I mean, a lot of this is just speculation, so don't take it too seriously until I'm right, and then there's... just kidding. But I mean, there's some stuff we do need to think about, and why Yuno is in a lot of danger. Not just right now in this instance, but for the rest of the series, he's actually in a lot of danger. And to be more specific, I think Yuno is actually a target of Megicula and the Dark Triad in particular. And I'm going to tell you why. But before I do, head on over to my Twitter. It's at JackOATzTheGoat, and follow me there. You'll get all the latest updates, and also I just like to kind of shitpost on there and whatnot. I mean, it's all fun and games to me. So if you want to have these debates and tell me where you're at in the story and how you feel about certain parts, I mean, I'm all open. I'm all game. But you'll also need it for the cash prize giveaway. So make sure you do that. I will give you 5 seconds. Go ahead. 5, 4, 3, 2. All right, you the man or woman, thank you for the follow. I appreciate you. Now let's get into the spicy stuff, all right? So as most of you are already aware of, Tabata has already stated that he gets most of his inspiration from Berserk. And if you've never seen the Berserk movies or read the manga, I highly suggest you do. Not only is it beneficial to kind of know what I'm about to get into, but it's actually just the best series hands down. And I know I say Naruto is my favorite. I have my shonen favorites, and then I have my all-time favorites, because shonen is not everything. But my popular anime is definitely always going to be Naruto. My all-time favorite is currently Berserk. Berserk is just wild from beginning to current. It's not done. They just take forever to drop chapters. So if you're a reader, prepare to be frustrated if you haven't read it yet. But to understand what I'm about to get to and what's kind of going on in Black Clover right now, you're going to have to understand Berserk just a little bit. And for those who don't, I'm going to give you the Spark Notes version, all right? So there's a guy named Griffith and a guy named Guts. Guts was pretty much a wandering mercenary until he met Griffith. And Griffith made Guts battle him. If Guts lost, he would have to fight for Griffith's mercenary band. So Griffith just puts a smackdown on our boy, and over time, they developed the spiciest of romances, and for a time were completely unstoppable. Now, Guts has this huge sword, but they don't call it a sword. In the series, they call it a giant slab of iron. And he just swings that monster around like a madman. He's a very rough and tough kind of guy, very masculine. He also acquired this armor in the future that feeds a self-made demon inside of him that makes him go berserk. That's the name of the series. Kind of like Asta. Then we have Griffith. He's the golden boy. Everyone loves him. Everyone, and I mean everyone, thinks this dude is attractive. Yeah, it gets a little weird. Well, anyhow, he's very refined in his technique. His sword is not a giant sob of iron that can rip you to shreds, but it's a rapier. He only makes the most precise cuts while staying cool, calm, and collected. And see, Griffith has this dream of becoming the king of his own kingdom, and he will do almost anything and everything to get exactly that. Sounds a bit like our boy Yuno, right? Well, here's where it starts getting bad. See, Griffith has this creepy-ass necklace called the Bayolet. It looks like, like all of my ex-girlfriends in the morning. Now, the story behind this necklace is that the one who owns it is destined to rule over everything, but not without a great sacrifice. Fast forward to a war. Guts and Griffith comes across a guy named Nosferatu Zod, who has solidified his name on the battlefield as a monster who has been rampaging on random battlefields, killing everyone everywhere for the last, 300-ish years. Well, Guts finds and fights this guy, who is an absolute monster of a human. Then Guts launches his sword into his stomach and into his shoulder, I think, or something like that. And then slices him in half, and then Zod is like, God damn, you're pretty good, but let me style on you really quick. So Zod turns into a giant minotaur-looking ass demon. Griffith comes to support Guts, but gets yeeted by Zod's tail or something. And then Zod goes in to kill Griffith, but then he spots the Bayolet hanging from around Griffith's neck. This giant demon monster is now shook. He turns to Guts and goes like, look, fam, we're gonna have to catch this fate another time, but that's if you live through what's about to happen to your dumbass. We're following this guy, see? When all of his ambitions collapse, death is gonna pay that ass a visit. Boy! And then he just flies off. So fast forward, Guts decides to go do his own thing, and Griffith is all like, no, I won that fight in the beginning, you belong to me. So they have a quick match in which Guts just shuts that fool all the way down, and then it just spirals from there. Griffith was on the cusp of getting his own kingdom, but then he like banged the daughter of the king, and turns out the king had a thing for his daughter, just real creepy shit. So he kidnaps Griffith and puts him in a dungeon where he would then be tortured for the better part of 2 years. His torturer also yanks the Bayolet off of his neck, and it falls into the gutter forever lost. Guts saves him. They try to escape with what looks like just the husk of what Griffith is and was barely clinging to life. He's so brittle that his bones break if you just say his name. Like, this guy's weak. So anyway, Griffith realizes his dreams can no longer come to fruition in the state that he's in, and he's becoming a burden to the people around him, and he's just officially lost all hope. So he goes to try to kill himself. He goes to the river to try and impale himself, but he's too weak and couldn't even manage that. And then the Bayolet comes flowing downstream. And then the eclipse happens. And well, all these demons come pouring out. So Guts is trying to save Griffith because it seems like all the chaos happening is targeting Griffith. Then they get separated. Griffith meets 4 demons called the 5 God Hand. These are the ultimate beings and blah, blah, blah. Well, they're called the 5, but they need a 5th. And the 5th is chosen by the person who the Bayolet has chosen. And you guessed it, it's Griffith. But in order to obtain the power, he must sacrifice the lives of his comrades. He agrees, and all these demons start eating everyone in the worst ways imaginable, except for Guts and Casca. Casca's irrelevant to the synopsis. But Griffith is then reborn as the 5th God Hand, a.k.a. a demon god, a.k.a. he kind of looks like Batman. It's kind of weird. And now has more than enough power to continue on with his original goal. Whew, God damn. That was a lot longer than I expected it to be honest. But now that we're all caught up, I think Xenon and Megicula have a plan for Yuno. And I think there's a reason they attacked the Golden Dawn specifically. But Jack, what are you talking about? I know, just rock with me for a second here. Just rock with me, alright? There has been an emphasis on Clover Knights having special magic, as said by Queen Lore Pachika, or Princess Lore Pachika, whatever. She's a lying ratchet thought. Anyway, so we know that the Clover Kingdom is already special. They can deal the final blow on a demon, but what else is special about the Clover Kingdom that no other kingdom has? The 4-leaf grimoire. No other nation can have a 4-leaf grimoire. This is something specific to the Clover Kingdom itself. They say that the 4th leaf lies luck. But as we've seen, the 4th leaf lies in nothing but deception and death. It's those with the 4-leaf clover tend to be targeted by demons, is what it looks like. See, demons, as far as we know, are only allowed to take form of someone that has a 4-leaf clover. And you can't get that from the Spade Kingdom, you can't get that from the Diamond, and you can't get that from the Heart. You can only get that from the Clover Kingdom. Kind of picking up what I'm putting down? Right. So let's go a little further then. From the jump, Yuno was set up. I've always had this question since the beginning of, well, if Austin and Yuno aren't originally a part of the Clover Kingdom, why would they get a Clover Grimoire? Like, shouldn't they be getting, like, if Yuno's from the Spade, shouldn't he be getting a Spade Grimoire? And I think what's happening here is the way that Grimoires work is wherever you are when you have that ceremony, you're going to get the Grimoire that you are worthy of. I believe that it's possible that Yuno was purposely placed in the Clover Kingdom. Well, he was definitely purposely placed in the Clover Kingdom, but for the goal of him getting that 4-leaf clover. Now remember, towards the end of the Elf arc, that Julius says the Spade had been feeding an ancient evil. This was before the uprising of the Dark Triad. So this had to have been during the time of the Grimbellier family. They were feeding an ancient evil already. But Ralph said things were great when the Grimbellier family was around. Look, Ralph's, he's a stinking liar, all right? He's lying. Like, it might come with age, but, for anyone that's, still kind of young, you learn throughout life not to trust every single thing you hear, especially not from a stranger. How do I know Ralph is lying? I can't say I know, but I think I know. Just a little bit. Because he told Yuno that his dad just kind of like took a stroll through, the land and found this amulet. And he would just give it to Yuno like, hey, this is a cool thing. I'm just going to put it on the future Prince of the Spade Kingdom, and it's going to show how much I love him and all that. Yeah, really honky-dory sort of mushy crap, which I don't believe. So that stone in particular is one of the stones that the elves use to amp their magic. Now remember back when it was already said that the elves had been in fights with demons before, and this was before the word demon came about. They knew about them already, and they fought. So here's where things start getting a little weird. It seems that the word demon it really didn't seem like they had fought that level of demon. I think it's possible that they fought people like the disciples, who have 15%, 25% of demonic mana within them. And they fought them. And I believe this happened over time. And I believe there could have been a time where there was a mission sent out by Megicula to retrieve this specific stone from the elves. And they fought, retrieved the stone, brought it back to the Spade Kingdom, and gave it to Yuno. Now, this is where they would use Yuno to amass mana so that when they place him in the Clover Kingdom, he would then get a 4-leaf grimoire. Now, this might all sound super convoluted, but let's not forget what the word demon was doing. He had a 500-year plan to get a body. He had no issue with waiting, as long as he knew that at the end of this 500 years, he would have a body to wreak havoc in. So who's to say Megicula is any different? So I don't know what happened exactly, but this necklace probably allowed Yuno to amass a lot of mana to the point where he was able to get the 4-leaf grimoire. And to add on, I compare this necklace to the Bailet because there's this one off panel right after the Elf arc, or I think actually just after the time. I need to pull it up. But there is an off panel of William Vengeance giving Yuno the amulet back. And William kind of expresses like, hey dude, I'm a little weirded out by the fact that I even found this. Like, shouldn't even be possible. And Yuno was kind of weirded out, but he was just happy he got it back. It's something he's had for a long time. But it was just like in Berserk, where the Bailet Griffith lost for 2 years. But then it came back to him. And then all this chaos happened. But if everything is going the way I said it's going, then everything's going according to plan. So what is the last step to Megicula getting a body? Breaking Yuno and separating him from everything that makes him sane, so that the fifth leaf can be born and Megicula can get a body. To add to this huge convoluted conspiracy, I think it also adds on to the why for Asta. Asta has been doing an amazing job. He's got a great purpose. He wants to end discrimination against people with little to no mana, even though he's the only one with no mana that we know of, and have everyone live their best equal life without judgment. Well, that's all great. That is not a big enough why to get stronger on its own. Asta has to lose something. Every great hero usually loses one thing that sets them over the edge. And this will give the hero a reason to grow stronger, even if it means going to hell and back. And what the story is missing that most other shows don't have is that rivalry, that actual, I kind of borderline hate you, bro, kind of rivalry. Instead, Yuno and Asta have a great relationship. They're best buds, and that's amazing. I love the chemistry. And, I don't want it to change. I like Yuno, I like Asta, and I like the way they are together. But I do believe something's going to happen to Yuno, to the point where Megicula might actually get this body and run off with Yuno. And Asta is going to set out to save him. And he's going to have to get much stronger to do that on his own. No, I don't think Yuno himself will go dark side. Like I said, I think Megicula is going to take over completely. But I think there's going to be room to save Yuno because, as we've seen, possession requires the consciousness of the person that they're taking over to still be alive, and their physical body to still be alive. We see this in the Elf arc. More specifically, with the demons, we see Asta and his demon during the fight with Ladros, where, Asta was about to die. Ladros had the upper hand, and the demon's like, "Yo, bro, let me take over for you. You're not about to kill my body." And he needed him alive for the demon to have a chance at becoming alive. So there's still going to be a chance to save Yuno from Megicula. Megicula might be that end game villain that the series really, really needs. And if you watch my last video, you'll see how this kind of even plays into Asta could be helping a greater evil, and could be this huge convoluted plan. There's something up with Laura Pachica. Just watch that video. It's the last one I did. It'll also be in the description below. But now that that's all done, call me crazy in the comments. I don't care. Hit me up on Twitter. Be like, "Yo, dude, Jack, just shut up. You're crazy." I don't care. So, to the cash giveaway. So here's what's going to happen, guys. I need you to do a few things for me, and I'm going to put you on, one of those spinning wheel things. Let me pull it up for you guys. On this bad boy. Right? So here's what you got to do, okay? I need you to, like I said in the beginning, like the video, screenshot it, subscribe, screenshot it, and also follow me on Twitter. Well, you don't have to screenshot it. I'll know that you followed if you send me the message of you doing those two things. And then from there, you'll have to do this last step to get your game officially on the wheel. What you're going to have to do is share this video. I'm going to be uploading a video of me doing a cover of Payphone on the piano. That one, and then one other video of your choosing. So 3 videos you got to share, retweet, whatever social media that you want. Send it to me, and then I'll add your name to the list. Now, if you want to be plus ultra, and you want another spot on that list, all you got to do is retweet or share 3 more of my videos. They cannot be repeats, but for every 3 videos that you share, earns you 1 other spot on the wheel, as long as you do the first steps. Cool? Get it? Got it? Good. So, without further ado, guys, we're in a new year. I hope you guys are doing great. I hope you guys, whatever goals that you set out, if you set out any, you achieve. I will always be here. If you think that you are going to hit a low spot, my Twitter messages they're dead. Just hit me up. I really care a lot about how people's self-talk is. It's important, and people don't usually have that outlet. So now that we're starting this new year, there is no reason why you should feel anything that you do, as long as you hit up my inbox on Twitter or somehow reach me. It's very important that you live to do what you want to do in life, and I want to support that fully. So, like I said, I didn't even mention how much the cash giveaway was. I'm sorry, guys. It is going to be $50, and while that might not seem like much right now, I'll be holding this specific giveaway until the end of January. By the end of January, I'll be spinning the wheel, and then we're going to work out, how I'm going to get the money to you. It's going to depend person to person, I'm sure. But as more subscribers come in, I have no problem upping it to like $100 or whatever. Like, I want to make this channel fun, interactive, and also I want it to be a mutual relationship where I help you, you help me. All right? I'm losing my voice. I'm a little sick. Also, this pre-workout is like kicking my butt. I'm crashing, if you can't tell. So I'm going to cut it right here. You guys, this has been Jack OATz the GOAT. Happy New Year. I'm always here. You either know or you don't.
Ain't feeling nothing cause I'm numbed out. Bounce. 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 I ain't feeling nothing cause I'm numbed out. Bounce. I ain't feeling nothing cause I'm numbed out. Bounce. I ain't feeling nothing cause I'm numbed out. Bounce. I ain't feeling nothing cause I'm numbed out. Pull up, say what's the deal, bruh? See how I lose my cool any second if they don't hear us. Many people will fear us. Say when you look in the mirror, don't you compare us to anything, they get embarrassed. Ha, ha, woo. So many people be talking like they want the problems or something. I noticed that all of you polish and all of you people get punished. It's hard to keep food on your stomach, to all of the hustle keep running. That's hard to stay humble with nothing. We're off of the juggle, we're bugging. So let me come down all of a sudden. I told you that we keep it buzzing. Ha, woo. I ain't feeling nothing cause I'm numbed out. Bounce. I ain't feeling nothing cause I'm numbed out. Bounce. I ain't feeling nothing cause I'm numbed out. Bounce. I ain't feeling nothing cause I'm numbed out. Bounce. I ain't feeling nothing cause I'm numbed out.